Hello, hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. Say hello as you are hopping on. I'm Sherry with Hearts and Halos. We hop on here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, normally at 12 noon Eastern time. But Wednesdays for the next 6 weeks, I'm in training, so it'll be a little bit later in the day on Wednesdays, which is why it's 1:22. So anyway, I hope you'll join me. Say hello as you're hopping on. Tell me where you're watching from. I just need to connect this right quick. Setting up my little keyword system. Hey Deb, how are you? Happy to see you. This will just take one quick second. You have to do it real time. And there we go. I think I did it, y'all. Finally learning how to be technical. It's a process. I know I'm not alone. Hello, Karen. Hey, Anne-Marie. How are you guys doing? Happy Wednesday. Good afternoon. I know. I feel like it's still morning, y'all. It's been a busy day, but you know what? Wednesdays are wonderful because I always say halfway to the weekend. Can I get a thumbs up, friends? Thanks for sprinkling. Anyway, hello, Teresa. Happy to see you guys. Okay, so I have had many requests to do this project. I know it's backwards because it is. Anyway, it says, those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day. Unseen, unheard, but always near. Still loved, still missed, and very dear. Oh. Anyway, very special. Hello, Brenda. Hey, Donna. Hi, Deb. So this sold out like immediately when it first released. This was in our new fall release, so it was just like last month. And thankfully, we all were like begging, and they reordered it, so it's back. And a lot of you all have been asking. So, all right, I have this idea in my head, and it might have to be a two-parter. Hello, Dolores. This is an old shadow box. Now, you could totally do this. So obviously, this is glass. Well, not obviously. This is glass. You could do this. I've seen it done on just a picture frame. You can go get a cheap old frame from the craft store, or not even the craft store, but like from, you know, like a thrift store, or even like Dollar Tree. Hello, Linda. Hey, Jean. Jean, I loved your project. Great minds think alike. So anyway, yours was exactly what I already had in my brain. So, but you can do this on a picture frame. You can do it on a chalkboard. You can do it on anything you want. Thank you for sprinkling, Brenda. So anyway, I have used this shadow box like a gajillion times. I just cleaned it off yesterday, and that's the beauty of our products is they wash off. And the one that was on here before, I should have shown you before I washed it off, had been on there for like 2 or 3 years. It was an old club project. So anyway, this is just the glass part that I've washed off, but I think I need to like wipe it down on this side as well. And you don't have to do this on a shadow box, but I have this idea, and I don't know if it's gonna work or not. You know, sometimes you have something here, but it doesn't kind of equate to here, but that's what I'm gonna try to hope for. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for posting it. I love it when y'all post your projects. Makes my heart happy. If you're in my VIP group, you can post your projects in there. So comment VIP if you wanna hop in there, because it allows you to post your projects in there. And, you know, it's great because I love to see them, but so does everybody else. And then it gives everybody ideas and inspiration, and we can all inspire one another. Okay, so this is just a piece of what we call this chalk suede paper, but you can totally use, what is that line? It must be on my screen. You could use watercolor paper, you can use whatever you want, because this is the dilapidated, this thing is so old, you guys, look at it. I covered it with something, or maybe they covered it with something. Anyway, this is the dilapidated piece that was behind it before, and I actually had some like florals and things on it. So I'm going to, this is gonna be part 2. I'm not sure if we're gonna get to it today. Hello, Mary, I'm so happy to see you too. You do see wings on my table, yes you do. I'm thinking that we're going to chalk, and the keyword for today, y'all, is those. Those. The name of this stencil is Those We Love. So the keyword for today is those. If you comment those in the comments, comment in the comments, how's that? In the comments, if you write the word those, Those, it'll send you the supplies for today's project, not the shadow box. I got it, I think, at Hobby Lobby. I don't know. You can get shadow boxes all over the place. But so it does not include the surface, but it does include the wings. These are chalkable shapes. Guess what? These and the other stencil I'm going to use for this part are in the specials section, in the sales section. You get an extra 30% off. They're already discounted like 50 to 70%, and then you get an extra 30% off only until August 3rd, which is my baby's birthday. So anyway, there's a coupon code you have to use though. At the end of checkout, there's a coupon, they'll say coupon code, and it's extra, and then the number 30. All one word, extra 30. But if you comment specials, I'll send you that as well. Anyway, these are like $1.50 or something crazy. So anyway, they're in the kit. So I put together a kit with this, the wings, and the other one we're going to use. So let's start with the first part, and then we will get to the second part. But can I show you my inspiration for the second part? Can I just show you? Thank you for the stars. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you have appointments? I got you, girl. All right, so this is the inspiration for the wings. Okay, I made this last year. This is called Painterly Angel. Painterly Angel, one of the most amazing stencils of all time. Also in the specials section for like, it's like, I don't know, 70% off or something. Extra 30, you guys. So anyway, we're only gonna do this part because this is the background. So all of this background is part of this side. And then the angel is this side. So let me just show you what the wings look like. And they're really pretty, you guys, if I do say so myself. This was one of our shadow boxes. I don't think we sell these anymore. But look at that angel. Okay, see the wings? They're the same. They're these wings. But I actually covered them. I chalked them first, covered them. This is spackle, plain old spackle from the hardware store. And then I used some glass bead gel and I did a bunch of stuff, and then I even gave her a little diamond necklace. So here's my thought. Tell me if you think this will work. Tell me if you think that this is doable. Where should I put you? I'll put you over here. We chalk the angel on this paper and the wings. We do the wings. We make them all pretty. Then we put the stencil on the glass. And then you should be able to see, I'm hoping you'll be able to see through behind this to see the angel. That's my thought. Tell me in the comments, do you think that that's gonna work, or do you think you're not gonna be able to see her? And we're only gonna do it all in one color, and I forgot to bring the paste out. All right, hold that thought, okay? I have to go get my paste. We're only using one color for part one. And y'all tell me whether you think it's gonna work. In the comments, yay or nay, whether you think that that's a good idea to do a 2-layer. I have to let Roxy out and go grab my paste. Think about that, y'all. Tell me your thoughts. Door's locked, hold on. Alrighty. So we're only using one color. Simple Simon. All right, y'all aren't telling me. I'm not getting any feedback. Come on, ladies. Let's hear it. What do y'all think? Do you think we'll be able to do this and still see it? So the only part that you're gonna be able to see is the white part of that. So we're gonna have to fuzz this. You don't think you're gonna be able to see her? Well, you know what we're gonna find out. Oh, I'm glad, Cindy. Good morning, Peggy. You got up at 10, sleeping in. Oh no, this is I'm going to be late on Wednesdays. I'm in a 6-week training class, so I need to fuzz this a ton. So for the next 5 weeks, on Wednesdays I'll be going a little bit later because my training is at noon. So because we're working on glass. Only do the words, not the flowers. That's Donna says, go ahead and do it. I need a new fuzz cloth. That one needs to go to the laundry. I'm going to go ahead and do the words, and then we'll know whether or not we're going to be able to do part 2. That's why I'm doing this part first. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, y'all. So, Karen, you think I should? I don't want to leave the flowers off, though. Are too pretty. I'm going to go ahead and do it like this, and then we'll determine whether or not we're going to be able to see them. And we're going to guess. Have a good day, babe. Be careful, love you. All right, so because I'm working on glass for our new friends, these are reusable silkscreen stencils, and they're extremely sticky on one side. This one's brand new, I have never used it. So I can't put wax on glass because it'll be all smudgy and gross. So I'm going to fuzz it a ton. And the reason I'm fuzzing it is I'm putting a light layer of lint on it so it's easier to pull off, because I don't want to risk it stretching, because you can use these over and over and over again. They say 8 to 12 times. I've used them a couple dozen times. All you have to do is to take care of them is you wash them with just water. That's it. Oh, we're just getting started, Maya. Happy Wednesday. Happy halfway to the weekend. So we're doing Those We Love. It's back in stock. Yay. I know a lot of you were really sad that you missed it. So anyway, the keyword is those, T-H-O-S-E, because the name of the stencil is Those We Love. You can also say angel, and it'll get you there. No, this is an old shadow box that I've had for years and years and years. The back part of it's completely dilapidated. I'll show you the back and y'all are gonna laugh. The front part's still pretty though, and that's all that really matters, right? So this may be a 2-parter, and we'll know. And I know I'm fuzzing a ton, you guys, but it's important. All right, now in the comments, tell me what color do you think we're going to be doing this in? One color. It's only going to be a 1-color project, which I know with me is very unusual. What color do you think we're going to be using for this project? I was about to say, it feels so much cooler out there, but it's 92, so it's really not cool. But anyway, everyone loves that design. You have done several already for friends. I know, Linda, everyone loves this because everybody has a loved one in heaven. And that's what this is for, is to let us know that they're still here. I am a firm believer. I get signs from all of my angels all the time. Ding, ding, ding. Karen, you got it. Hey, Paulette. The glass is fairly large. You could put words in the center. Yeah. Nope. Nominee for the win. Yeah. You guys know me. But yeah, black is also a good choice because that's another one of mine that I love. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and do this in gold. It's Nominee, which Nominee is a gold, but it's a metallic gold as opposed to shimmer, and it's really, really pretty. Now, yeah, I realize that this glass, I would have preferred to be a little bit more narrow, but it's what I had on hand. Yep, you guys know me so well, which makes my heart happy. All right, so I'm just going to try to center this. And I'm going to do this another time too, where I'm going to try to glass etch. Use the glass etching cream on these flowers. Did I get that straight? No, almost, close, but no cigar. I wonder where that saying comes from. See how I fuzzed it galore, and do you see how it's sticking very, very tightly? Oh, Peggy said she was going to say Nominee, but she went with what colors I'm wearing today, because sometimes I color coordinate my outfits with my designs. I did not do that today, but I like the way you think, Peggy. Usually when that happens, it's completely coincidental. It's a coinky dink. All right, I'm going to see if I can get this straight, y'all. Come on now. Let's try to be straight. It's straight enough, y'all. It's straight enough. So anyway, what do y'all think? What color would you go with? I love gold. I might even go around the edges of this frame with gold just to make it look a little bit more special. I think this would make a really lovely gift. I have so many people I could give it to. So many people. You know what you could also do? You could put pictures behind it. You could create like a little collage with pictures of your loved one behind it, or loved ones, you know. Doesn't have to be just for one angel. You could share the love. But anyway, that would be kind of a neat idea, don't you think? Put some pictures back there. That's why I think I love shadow boxes. Yep, nominee Judy, you got it. I think shadow boxes are fun. All right, so let's grab out. And this is nominee. You like the etching idea? So this is nominee, and you know what nominee is? You know what's so cool? Every time I open my jar of nominee, and I have many of them, anytime I open a jar of nominee, there's always like a design in there. And for the longest time, I had a face. There was a happy face inside my nominee. Me. That's so funny. See? Isn't that cool? I don't know why. Hey, Patricia. So anyway, this is going to be very easy. We're just going to go all the way through it with just the nominee. And then I wonder if you put paste down, if you can go back after the fact and glass etch. I don't think so. But I'm going to do another one on a, I'm going to go find a picture frame, either at Dollar Tree or maybe I'll run up to Goodwill and do some glass etching and do this design with the flowers, because I thought that would be really pretty. All right, so anyway, if you're new, you just grab a little bit of your paste on your squeegee, and I've got air bubbles in there, even though I tried to put it down. Why on earth? Anyway, and just lightly go over the openings. You don't have to press hard. You don't want to press hard, actually. I say light touch, and it glides over. They say if you can spread butter. All right, I've got air bubbles in that flower. Bummer. That's okay. If it doesn't, if the air bubbles are too awful, then I can always redo it. I thought I got all those little pesky air bubbles out. Anyway, there's some very small lines in this one, you guys. So when you have small lines, it can dry really, really quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this other flower done, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. We call that paste and peel. And then I'll see if those air bubbles are going to be an issue. And I'm pulling up because I don't want the paste to dry in my stencil and then come up when I pull it up. We call that paste and peel. So I'm going to peel up very slowly. Okay, the air bubbles are fine. But you know what I am going to do? I'm going to put it back down and I'm going to go over it with my finger. Just a little bit. So pull up very, very slowly. By pulling up slowly, you're ensured more of a clear, crisp design. It won't fling it. I know that's a technical term. It won't make the paste fly. So it's important to pull up ever so slowly. And then make sure you put it down really well where you pulled up. Okay, all right, so then we're just gonna finish this off. Again, light touch. It goes on, it glides on like butter. You don't have to do it, you don't have to smash it. You don't want to smash it. My ice machine's being noisy over there, y'all, sorry. Especially in these, when you have really small words and really small lines, it dries super quickly. So let's finish this off quickly. Grab your excess off. If you have lines in your design, you're going to have lines. If you have lines on your transfer, you're going to have lines in your design. That's what I always say. And by pushing it down with my finger, it just kind of smooths it out a little bit. I use my fingers crafting all the time. God gave us fingers for a reason. use them. They are phenomenal tools. All right, air bubble down there, so I'm definitely gonna smooth that out with my finger. Get your excess off. Put it back in your jar. Give it a little wiggle with my finger. Just a spot. And then we will pull it up slowly. All right, part of my those already dried. And I dropped my squeegee. Oh my gosh, you guys, did you see what I just did? Holy guacamole. I dropped my entire squeegee. Oh, just, all right, I'll fix that later. Ooh, it's so tight. Oh, those flowers are so pretty, you guys. All right, where did I do with my sheet? Of course, I forgot a bowl of water. It's okay. We will just take this to the sink and wash it. Thank you for the hearts, friends. Oh, that would be pretty. Yeah, I think the etching will be a good idea. I cannot believe I dropped literally submerged my entire squeegee in my jar. I've never done that. That's a first. All right, I'm gonna put that right over there. Get a wipe. Holy guacamole, y'all. And then I'll hold this up for you. Could I be messier? Messy Marvin. Holy moly. It's okay. It's super pretty, you guys. And I'll have to put something, see, I might have to put it back on when I'm done. After I clean that, I'm gonna put it back on because it pulled it up. But let me put something white behind this and then you're gonna be able to really see it pop. Hold on. Let me put something white back there. So now, let's put this up here and see if we can see. See, look. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. Look how beautiful. Do you see how it just like totally pops once you put white behind it? Isn't that, look at those flowers, y'all. Isn't that so pretty? Thank you for the hearts, friends. All right, so now let's see. We're gonna put the other thing down. And I'm just gonna put this whole thing underneath just to see if it's going to be visible. All right, we're just gonna put it under there and we're gonna see. And obviously it's just gonna be the angel. It's not gonna be all this other stuff. I think you're gonna be able to see her just fine, you guys. You could totally see the angel through the words and the angel wings. We're gonna try this, y'all. We are gonna give this a try. Isn't she beautiful? And the transfer on the front of it says, always on my mind, forever in my heart. This is one of my favorite projects that I've ever made. You can totally see it, see? I agree. Totally see it. Isn't it exciting when you have something that you picture? And I mean, this just popped into my brain this morning. So let's get that painterly angel. Okay, now, what a mess I've made. It's okay. I'm gonna wax. I'm gonna wax this. You like chalking on glass? Mistakes are easily fixed. I know. Isn't that awesome? They're totally fixable. Oh, thank you, Judy. Hey, Claudetta. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wax, and I'm only gonna wax like right in the center because we're only gonna do the angel. I'm not gonna do like all the background and everything. Oh, that sounds really pretty, Linda. Linda did the design in Nominee, the words in Nominee, and then she did the flowers in a glittery, say that 3 times fast, a glittery white colored paint. That sounds super pretty. Oh, I have no idea. It's an ancient shadow box that I've had for years. It was either from Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but it's very old. All right, so I am waxing because our designs really stick. Well, I'll wax a little bit more so it doesn't get too stuck. This chalk suede paper, which we no longer carry, which I really don't understand why, because it's fantastic, but you could totally use watercolor paper. I chalk on watercolor paper. I think actually that little lady The one I just showed you, the angel with the wings and the design I just showed you, that's watercolor paper. Chalk and watercolor paper all the time. It's a fantastic surface and inexpensive to boot. All right, so you wax on and then you wax off. And if you can feel it clinging to your little pad, if you don't have these little wax applicators, you can totally use an old, I used to use, like before they came out with these, I would use a cut up piece of an old tea towel. That works too. I don't tend to use paper towels because they always leave that little, you know, leave-ins. So, all right, let's get it out. And guess what? We're gonna do the outline for that in Nominee as well. But I do think we should do her. Trying to think. It's just an outline, so it doesn't matter. I was about to say we can paint in her dress. That's what I've done with all of my other ones. And then I like to add like glass bead gel or glitter, but I'm not much of a glitter fan. So I add like for her. If you can see, and I'll probably do the same thing because I think it's so pretty. So it's just watercolor paper, and then I painted it, and then I put glass bead gel on it to give it like a shimmer and a shine. And then I gave her a diamond necklace because she's fancy. She's beautiful. All right, so we're only gonna do this one. This one gives you all of the background. It's gonna be simple, you guys. I'm gonna keep it simple, Simon. So I'm only gonna use the angel part. Ooh, I picked up the paper too. Don't wanna do that. Over there, I need to fuzz again because it's paper. We always fuzz a ton when we're working on paper. Even though I've waxed it, I'm still gonna give it several fuzzes. Paper, glass, metal. Those are what you need to extra fuzz. Oh, Donna, that's a fantastic idea. Donna said add resin with glitter. That is such a good idea instead of the glass bead gel. Oh, it's okay, Kathy. Yeah, Wednesdays are gonna be late for a while. Really good training though. So, it's well worth it. So fuzz, 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 fuzz. When in doubt, fuzz some more. So I'm just gonna outline the angel in Nominee. And then we can color her in. And now I'm thinking, resin and glitter. I'm thinking I like that idea for something different. I actually even have my resin out here, but I don't have any glitter. But I can grab some. Anyway, what do y'all think about the resin idea? Say yay or nay to adding resin to the angel's dress. All right, so Peggy, you said the word angel. I apologize. That's also in my thing. So if you say the word those or angel, you're gonna get the supplies for this list. So if you say the word angel and you get my little message, that's why. So just ignore it, it's okay. But this Painterly Angel stencil and the wings are in the extra 30 section, you guys. So, but don't forget, you have to enter the coupon, and at the end, when you check out, there's a thing that says, do you have a code? Extra 30, extra 30, all one word. Don't forget to enter that, because that's what's going to give you the extra 30% off. Okay, I think she's straight. She's so pretty. I love that. I think I bought like 6 of these. Or the mica coloring you have. Yeah, I think the mica maybe. So anyway, yeah, I did put together a kit with the Those We Love, the Painterly Angel, the wings, and Nominee paste. If you don't want any of those things, you can remove them. You don't, like if you already have Nominee paste, you can remove it. So anyway. Thanks, Cindy. Hey, Deb. All right, so we're gonna do this. You know what? Here, I'm thinking about this. Do I want to do the wings? You know what? I need to do just the angel, and then I need to do the wings on the wings. I wasn't thinking clearly, y'all. Should have done the wings first. No, we're gonna do the angel body first. I think I'll do these little bits here too. Just these little bits. I'm gonna go ahead and do those as well, just for some fun. Because why not? We'll get a new squeegee since I totally... And then I'm gonna take the transfer off and we'll do the wings on the wings. Because I'm gonna wanna add some dimension to those wings. Now you could be really specific and do like her arms in like a flesh color, which I've done. I've done this design 100 times, I swear. And this is the only one I have left because I've given all of the other ones away. I have probably done this, I don't even know how many times I've made her in so many different ways. I made her dress bigger. So many things you can do with her. If you don't have her yet, if you don't have the Painterly Angel, I highly recommend it. Christmas time, oh my goodness, you guys. So many amazing things you can make with her. I can try to find some of the ones that I've already done if you want some inspiration. And then we'll just do that. And then we're gonna throw in these little bits and pieces just for some added extra fun. It'll just add some texture. And then we gotta pull it up quickly because those thin lines will dry fast. And then you're gonna be surprised at how tightly it sticks. There we go. And then we'll do the wings on the wings. Imagine that. Pull up slowly. And it's gonna stick tightly because that's what it does to paper, no matter how much you fuzz. Okay. There she blows. I know it doesn't look like much yet, but wait. And it's okay. You can actually, if you want, you can go over the nominee on her face and on her arms. We could actually paint over that in Peachy Keen. Peachy Keen and Dune make really, really good, well, depending upon what skin tone you want. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see. Sometimes there's a certain way you have to do these, and I don't know which way they go. I'm trying to think. Let's see. I'm not sure. I'm concentrating here, y'all. Sometimes there's a right side and a wrong side, and the only way to do it is to like lay it down. And if I got a little gold paste on here, I am not going to sweat it. All right, I think that's the way this one goes. So just try to line it up as best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. So now I'm almost wondering, do we want to use resin on the wings as well? They make beautiful Christmas gifts. Sarita, what a pretty name. They make fantastic Christmas gifts. I gave so many of these away at Christmas. I guess it was last year. Look, I just messed up another squeegee, you guys. All right, let's do this wing first. They make, and also I put some of them, I just did some of the wings, these wing chalkable shapes, because you can buy multiples of these wings because they're really, really, they're so cheap right now. It's crazy. I just put the wings in my Christmas tree and used them as ornaments, and they were really pretty. I have lots of angels on my Christmas tree. These were right up my alley. And you can also use just the transfer part with the wings, like the transfer that I'm using now. You can do these on watercolor paper, and they make really nice gift tags and ornaments with these wings. Everybody loves angels, y'all. You just can't go wrong with angels. You truly, truly cannot. All right, let's lift this up. Ooh, missed a spot. Missed a spot. And then just try to hold it and pull it off. Oh, how pretty, pretty. Look, you guys, look at that detail. Is that amazing or what? Oh, I've missed this transfer stencil. This is one of my favorites of all time, y'all. I know I've said that a million times, but it's just so special. I wish I gave away so many of them, you guys. Because with one of them, you see how the dress is really skinny? One of them, I kind of created it to be more like a gown. And then I put pearls in it. It was stunning. I gave that one to my sister. It was right after we lost my mom, and so it made her heart happy. Don't you love giving gifts that make people's hearts happy? There's no better feeling than making somebody else's heart happy. Okay, I think that's about right. Anyway, hopefully you're going to be able to see it all. All right, I just saw somebody asked. Yes, to get the supplies, all you have to do is say the word, comment the word those, because this is called Those We Love, is the name of the project, Those We Love. So you can either comment the word those or angel, and you'll get all of the info. And the info, for, there's also, when you do that, the info for the specials is also in there. So it's kind of like a one-stop. Trying to be automated, y'all. Quite proud of myself, actually. I say that now, I've probably messed something up. Anyway, I should have had my bowl of water up here, y'all. That's all right, it'll be fine. It'll just make clean up a little bit more difficult. All right, here we go. There she blows. Put that over there. Just grab a spot that doesn't have anything and just hold it down and then just pull it up and you're good to go. Where's my other backer sheet? Here we go. Put that on the backer sheet. And then, like I said, this other side gives you all that gorgeous background detail. So it is, the Painterly Angel is a two-parter. It is a two-parter. I need to wipe my fingers off and then I'll hold the wings up and show y'all. And remember, like I said, in the kit, when you get the information for the kit, you can remove anything you don't need. So if you don't need the nominee paste, you can remove it. I think I even put a squeegee in there. You can remove it if you don't want it. But some people ask me to put everything in the kits so that they don't have to search. Just try to make it easier. Okay, there we go. Now, let's see. Let's grab our little angel back. What are you doing, Rox? Oh, y'all, she's eating one of those bugs. Don't eat that. Don't eat it. Yucky. Ugh. Those lantern flies, they're everywhere, you guys. Yesterday, my son and I were swimming laps. There had to be at least a dozen or 2 dozen of them floating in the pool. There we go. Aren't they beautiful? Look at the detail, you guys. Can I just show you the detail in there? Isn't that beautiful? Maybe we will do resin on the wings. I was thinking we would do spackle, but with all of that gorgeous detail, maybe some resin with some glitter. It's probably gonna have to be a two-parter, friends. Okay, so here's our little lovely lady. Now look. I don't wanna mess them up because they're still wet. Let's see, I have to refer to this to see how far up they go. Okay, the wings go up high. They go up by her neck. Isn't she so pretty? I know, it's amazing, isn't it? Anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have to let all of this dry. But then look, okay, here's the moment of truth, y'all. Are we gonna be able to see her? And the answer is yes. Yes, we can see her. All right, hold on, let me put this over here. And I am gonna have to put the words those back on because it didn't work quite right. I'm not going to attach the wings yet because we're gonna do more with her. Isn't she so pretty, you guys? Gosh, I wish I could let you. Here, let me hold it up like this because the wings are not attached yet. Whoa, they were sliding. I'm gonna have to look at the design to see where they have to be. I can't remember. Anyway, look how beautiful. Isn't she lovely? Sorry, I'm kind of dorky. But anyway, it's gonna look like that. So we will finish her off. We could finish her off tomorrow. I'm just trying to see where the wings are on here. So I'm using this as my template because it's been a hot minute since I've made one. Hey, Colleen, we're doing Painterly Angel, but we're combining it with, I can't tell. We'll have to play around with it. Anyway, that's what it's gonna look like. We're partnering it with the Those We Love. It's back in stock. You've been afraid to use yours. Don't be afraid, you can use it over and over and over. So you can totally use it on, just get yourself a picture frame. Look how pretty that looks. I wanna hold it up, but I can't because the wings are not attached. I guess I could attach the wings. No, I'm not gonna attach the wings yet. It's gonna look like this. Anyway, you can get an idea, right? You can totally see her. Thanks, Anne Marie. I think it's gonna be really pretty. And then I'm thinking maybe we go around, well, this is so scuffed up. This thing is so old, y'all. I might even go buy a new one and do it again. Look at the back. I told you were gonna laugh. This is the back. They're like all gnarled up and looks like somebody chewed on them. And then I drew an arrow to make sure I knew which one was the top. Anyway, so this is the backing of this ancient shadow box, but it's okay. We can make it pretty. We can make it pretty. All right, so part two is going to be to go around the edges with the frame and then to finish off our lovely lady. Put the glass over it and then position the wings. Well, this is gonna have to be a two-parter. So it's kind of rustic looking. That's a nice way of saying it's decrepit. Anyway, what color should we color her dress in? Or should we just leave it totally neutral like this? Should we even color her in? Tell me in the comments for our lovely lady, our beautiful angel. Should we leave her as is and just have this entire project white and gold? Can't decide where I want the wings. Or should we color in her dress and make her kind of pretty like my other angel? Thanks, Brenda. So leave her in the comments, tell me as is or as is in just the white and gold or color. So that is colored in, her dress and her, I didn't color her face or anything in there, just her dress. So color or leave it? Tell me in the comments, friends. I need to know what your thoughts are. Light watercolor. No one sees the back unless you, oh, I know. That's why I don't care, Kathy. I've been using this for years. I have made a dozen projects with this shadow box probably. Anyway, I don't know. I'm kind of liking it as is. We'll see. So, pearlescence white. Oh, I like that. It is a tough decision. Pearlescence white. Or just a super pale watercolor and then maybe put a little bit of resin over it for some added dimension. All right, we'll do it tomorrow. If you don't color it from the distance, it looks odd. Anyway, all right, well, this is the beginning. This is part 1, and we'll do part 2 tomorrow. Thank you, Susan. Susan says it's very regal as is, and I think it will be even more so when we do this, and if we do add a little dimension to the wings. So for our new friends, I go live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 12 noon Eastern time. Wednesdays for the next 6 weeks will be late because I have training, but I'll be back Friday for sure at noon. You guys, Friday's going to be August 1st. Can you believe that? So Friday, we'll do a fun new month, new promos. I don't know what they are. I don't know what the new color of the month is going to be. I did see that I do have the new club. Can I just tell you, you're going to love it. All of my clubbies, you're going to be so excited. You are going to love, love, love it. I can't make up my mind either, Peggy. I'm going to read through your comments and make a decision. Oh, thank you, Lynette. So anyway, keep coming up with the ideas. Keep throwing suggestions out there on what we do with the angel, whether we leave her as is or paint her. And if you want color on her, tell me what color. Yeah, I am going to add gold to the shadow box rim. But anyway, so Friday's August 1st, y'all. So I'll come back tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. It'll probably be earlier. It'll be earlier than this, and we'll finish this project off because I have another project for Friday already planned. It might just be the new club. Just saying. You're gonna love it. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. Again, the keyword to get the supplies for this gorgeous project are either the word those, T-H-O-S-E, because the name of the transfer is Those We Love, or you can just comment angel. And then if you want the specials, just comment specials. Extra 30 is the code. Don't forget that. Extra 30, all one word, is the code to get the extra 30% off. And Perks members, you get the discounted price in the sales section, then your 30% off from your Perks membership, and then an additional 30% off from this extra 30. It's practically free. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing rest of your day. If you have any questions about anything, drop them in the comments, and you just put these in your cart. It's a good one. Anyway, let me know what you want. Let me know what you think we should do with this beautiful, lovely lady. You think she's beautiful as this? What if you could use a flowy fabric white for her skirt? I did make a flowy dress once before, but oh yeah, I did see that movie. Shoulder blades is where the wings are placed. I'm just gonna look at the transfer. It's gonna show me exactly where to place them. So anyway, you guys, have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, friends. Oh, I can't get out. Bye, friends, again. Look out, rocks.